Man?
Yes, sir. Missed a little bit of fall camp. Got some games going, got some games on my feet, and now I'm back in action. So got my feet wet. I'm ready to go now.
These guys Saturday at Tarleton against Tarleton, they challenged you a little bit. That was a pretty good wide receiving core, weren't they?
Yes, sir. They were all right. It was good for me.
Trey, when I see you out there, if like the ball comes towards you, it seems like you always do a great job of normally contesting and having your hands on the receiver. I guess what's your mentality, or maybe a better question is, what's your play style out there for?
It's much more of understanding that I hate having balls caught on me. So I'm very passionate whenever it comes to the breaking point and make sure the receiver doesn't catch the ball. So whenever I have that chance and I see the ball in the air, or he's attempting to, if I'm not in position to get an interception, I would rather more play through eyes and hands and make sure he doesn't catch the ball.
What is your sense of this defense, having gotten on the field 2 games against other teams now, and what do you guys need to work on going in? Or I guess, how do you feel about it going into the rest of the season?
We played really good as a defense these past few games, and we can only get better. We're still learning things and making changes and stuff like that to become that great defense that we can be someday. So there's always room for improvement, but it's also early in the season, and we have enough time to become who we are planned to become.
How do you like Joe Gillespie's defense? How do you like this new defense?
I love it, man. It allows us to show our physicality as far as corners. It allows us to play with the eyes a little more, and then also we have some different packages and stuff like that more corners can come on the field for, and it allows him to play more guys as well. So, being able to show more side of my physicality and everyone else's it has been good for me, and it's giving everyone else a good look. So I feel like this defense has been nothing but good for us.
How much has a guy like Josh Newton helped you guys as a cornerback group?
He came in and he didn't miss a beat. I feel like Josh is a great cornerback, and he has room to grow, so he will only get better. And he has been a good person to bring into this room, and he is positivity, and he's a very positive person. So he's been nothing but good for our room and our defense.
So this bye week, what's the one thing that you guys have to improve as a defense?
We can go in and watch film, and make sure that we correct the things that we do miss out on. But as far as what I'm seeing is, it hasn't been really anything that has been really just eye-opening that everyone else should be able to see. But as a defense as a whole, we know what we should be working on. So that's more so the side of how I feel about it.
How is this defense better equipped for SMU than the defense was last year?
This defense is more so of making sure that no one is getting over the top of us, keeping everything in front of us and playing with the eyes. So with us being able to play with the eyes and we having everyone, keep everything in front of us, it allows us to make more plays on the ball, get turnovers and get the ball back to the offense. Yeah.
Looks like the defensive line has been a little bit more disruptive this year too, through 2 games. Talk about the impact of a guy like Dominic Williams on the rest of the defense as well.
Dominic, he's a young athlete. He just turned 18, and it shows on his film. He's very dominant. A lot of alumni have already brought it up to me about how much of an impact he has already had on the defense. And him putting pressure, along with the other guys has done nothing but help us get, bad throws and stuff like that. And it interrupts the timing. So as long as we're in coverage and those guys are doing what they do up front, this defense will be very good.
Are you feeling any extra motivation or pressure given the last few times TCU and SMU have matched up? SMU has walked away victorious.
I think of it as another game. I prepare for every game the same way. I don't take anyone light. It'll be fun, man. They're doing all that over there as far as with the poster boards or whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to football. So we'll see how it goes in.
What do you think it does?
What poster boards might you be referring to? I mean, just talk about the
It's on
ones
the
that you
internet.
might have
It's
reacted
on the
to.
internet. I seen it, but it's on the internet. I don't know where it is or whatever. But you know, they kind of been doing what they do on the media. So
What do you think it does add to this game? I mean, it is a rivalry, as we know. But what happened within the last year's game, and the fact though that Sonny is on this side of it, what do you think that all kind of adds to it? And just
I feel like we just, as a whole, we had a couple guys that were out, you know, and I feel like everyone's, you know what I'm saying, we just didn't end up coming out with the win, you know. I feel like we could have played way harder, you know. It's always another level that you can always tap into whenever it comes to, you know, those type of games. And I feel like as a team, we just, you know, didn't hit on all cylinders at some point. And, you know, I feel like as a whole now, like we're all locked in, we're a family, we're one. So like this game will go how, you know, we come out and we play, and how we've been looking, you know, it will be great for us, you know. And I'm loving the way this team has grown and how we're, you know what I'm saying, continuously becoming and improving. So, you know, I feel like we're a much better team this year, and we'll be able to showcase that these coming Saturdays.
What do you recall about their quarterback and Mordecai last year? This he's had a pretty hot start again this year as well.
I mean, Mordecai's been great for them. He was my quarterback in high school, you know, so I've seen him plenty of times, and I'm proud for him of what he's doing over there. But I mean, just like we've seen quarterbacks these past few years, so I mean, it's really nothing.
speaking of him as a high school, I mean, obviously he went to Oklahoma, he missed a chance because he got sick at one year, so he wasn't able to really compete. Are you surprised at all what he's been able to do since he's gotten the opportunity to be a starting quarterback?
Yes, sir, for sure. I've always known the type of guy, the type of quarterback that Tanner was. You know, like I said, I played with him in high school. I was expecting, I thought that he was really going to do big things at Oklahoma if they would give him a chance, you know. And, you know, he's showcasing it over there at SMU, so congrats to him.
As far as Sonny, what do you learn about him as a coach during the games? I mean, obviously you had spring practice with him, you had fall, but what have you learned watching him and being around him before, after, and during games, so far?
I mean, you can tell that he's really a player's coach, you know, but whenever he has to come in and if he feels like anyone's not locked in, then, you know, he'll make sure that we get locked in, you know. So he's much more so making sure everyone is together and, you know, making sure we're playing for one another. But if things do begin to go south as far as that, he'll bring everyone back into it. So he's done nothing but good stuff for our, you know, team.
How much of a resource is the coach? I mean, he knows those players. He obviously recruited most of them. He knows them really well. I mean, has he helped all of you in just identifying strengths and weaknesses on the upcoming game with SMU?
Like what he's like.
Has he given you a scouting report on them at all?
I mean, we're starting to, you know what I'm saying, do a lot of that stuff tomorrow. So, I mean, we've been watching film on them, and we have a personnel and stuff about them now. You know, we seen them last year, so we still, you know, they pretty much have the same type of guys. I don't think they have too many newcomers or whatever, but we pretty much seen them, and we kind of know what to expect. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure that he'll be able to have a lot to say or give feedback on as the week and stuff goes on. So, once we get into practice and all that, we start to make adjustments to whatever, you know what I'm saying, things that they'll try to hit us with him being over there and knowing that they're, you know what I'm saying, going to try to attack us, you know, so.
All